Personal care niche. Created in October 2013, this business makes $7,596 per month in net profit, and the listing number for this business is 46563. Now, we do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the sites they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We've got the seller with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. Thanks for coming on, Michael.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here for the first time.
Yeah, Michael, it's great to talk with you. Now, I'm just going to give a brief rundown of the business. So this business was built in October 2013. This business has a monthly revenue of $7,725, has monthly expenses of $129, and is producing a net profit of $7,596, and that's based on a 12-month average. Included in the sale of this business are the domain and site content, 3 redirected domains, and all of the social media accounts. So, Michael, could you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, sure. I started running online business, actually the Amazon affiliate websites, somewhere 2012, I guess. Back then, I was a freelance. I worked as a freelancer. I was a SEO expert in one company, and just decided to start my own project. Back then, I used to create, I think, one website per month. A lot of websites, most of them didn't make it, let's say. Yeah, but I learned on my mistakes, and year after year, every next website was having more successful than the previous website. Back then, I created a lot of websites, and I used to put them on shelf and see. I used to add some content on them, perhaps maybe build some few links, and leave it for a few months or maybe longer, just to age and to see if it gets some rankings. Then I would continue working on it. So this website was created on 2013. There was about maybe 10 articles and few backlinks, and then I don't think I did anything for it for a long period of time. So actually, the real hard work started in March 2018. Yeah, since that time, the website made about $100 per month, something like that. And after I started to work harder on it, it began to grow pretty fast.
Wow! And so, how did you originally get this idea for this particular business?
You mean this particular website, the niche?
Yeah, how did you come up with the idea? Were you doing, some sort of keyword research and saw the opportunity, or is it just something you were kind of interested in?
No, now I do this way. I do some keyword research and find some niche which I can rank pretty fast. But back then, I used to choose the niches I'm passionate about. So all my websites related to myself. So, back then in 2013, I started growing my beard. And that was one of the reasons why I started to play with this niche. So that was the idea.
Yeah, and so how does this business primarily make money? I know it's mostly Amazon Associates, but could you kind of go through the way it's monetized?
For now, it's the Amazon Associates only. The only source of income is Amazon Associates. I used to try some other sources of income, like other affiliate programs like Commission Junction, Share Sale, and also I used to use Google AdSense, but Amazon was the most successful, the conversion rate was the best, so I just get rid of everything else only with the Amazon Associates.
Oh, yeah, that's good to see. Yeah, I think, in this type of niche, Amazon Associates has a lot to offer, so it's great to see that it's working well for you. And so I'm curious, this business is generating a lot of profit. What is the reason you're looking to sell the business?
Since that time when I started a lot of websites, which I love now, this is my portfolio, but I physically have no time to manage them all. So I just want to scale fast, and I want to sell one of the most successful websites to get some money to hire a few people and to run a full complicated team to run actually 6 websites simultaneously. Actually, I just want to scale the business.
So you're basically looking to take the money from this sale and reinvest it into your current
Yes,
business.
yeah, not all of them. I plan to diversify my income, so I plan to buy small real estate just for rent.
No, great. Yeah, it seems like a good mixture of your portfolio. So as far as the business history, is there anything you learned from this business that you could apply to your future businesses? Maybe there was something that just worked really well on this business that you can use to apply to other Amazon businesses.
Yeah, for sure. The last year, I worked a lot about the conversion rate optimization. So I found different tricks and tactics that really work really fine. So the potential buyer will see that everyone will see that the traffic is not such significant it can be. So it's about 2,000 visitors per day, but the revenue is pretty nice. Everything is about the conversion rate optimization. So I will use this knowledge for all my future websites. Also, there are a few things that I didn't do on this website. I mean, I didn't create the email list. That was my regret. I think I will do it in my other project.
Yeah, I think, creating an email list and being able to build the email list, even if it's small, can have a lot of benefits on just sending people new articles and getting the people to come back to your website. So that is also really great to see that, you had played around with the CRO, because I think a lot of people in this arena or in this sort of SEO niche, they focus too much on just building traffic, which is very important, but, making sure that traffic converts into sales is also very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
So on the other side, was there anything that you tried on this business that just didn't work very well? Anything that you tried and it didn't work out to make it a big success?
Well, in my case, I used to try some pay-per-click advertising, and because of the Amazon commission is not high, particularly in this business, it's about 6%, and the pay-per-click price is pretty high on product-related niches. So PPC doesn't work really well in this niche. Also, social media didn't work well for me. I have accounts. I used to publish different stuff on there, but actually, in case of traffic, that didn't make a lot of sense.
Right. Have you tried anything with, influencer marketing or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think, I think this niche would work really well with a good social media presence. And it seems like you already have, some pretty established accounts. So I think that's definitely an opportunity where a new buyer could potentially build that out and see if their method could work.
Yeah, sure. Back then, I used to work alone on this business, and I'm good in SEO, but I'm not good in the social media marketing. So I think if a new buyer has someone in his team who is good in social media, so that will work fine.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a low-hanging fruit, I think. So as far as traffic goes, where is the majority of your traffic coming from?
The most traffic is from the United States, and it's about 80%. And there's some traffic from other English-speaking countries like Canada and United Kingdom. And actually, all over 95% of traffic are from English-speaking countries.
Oh, great. And, the majority of that is organic through Google search, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And so in terms of marketing, you mentioned that you're doing some social media. Is there anything else you're doing as far as marketing the business?
That's it for now. So I'm focused on the SEO only. So there are a lot of room to improve the overall marketing.
Right. Yeah, I think there's definitely some opportunities there. When we're talking about, other opportunities, is there anything that comes to mind that, if somebody had bought this business, what would you recommend them to try and grow it?
I would recommend actually what I would do if I was not going to sell it. Or I will do this if I will not sell this website. I will focus on the low-hanging fruits in case of SEO. So right now there are a lot of actually hundreds of high volume keywords. I mean the keywords with search volume above 1,000, which are on the first and second page of Google. So going from, let's say, 15th spot to, or even from 10th spot in search results to, let's say, number 3 will make a significant impact on the traffic and conversions and sale. Besides, there are literally thousands of keywords with volume about 100 search volume, which are on the first 2 pages of Google. So these are also low-hanging fruits. Actually, I think with proper content marketing and with proper link building, the traffic and income can be doubled, even tripled in next maybe 3 to 6 months.
Wow. Yeah, it's. I think you're ranking for a lot of good keywords, but it's definitely one of those things. If a new buyer could focus on some of those ones where you're on page 1 or 2, or try to focus on the longer tail keywords to really grow the business.
Yeah, and it will work. Actually, even if new buyer will do nothing,
right.
So he will, within the next few months, he will triple the income because usually on Christmas season, during November and December, this site makes from 3x to 5x of income.
Wow. Yeah, and the trends look really like they're going in the right direction for your business.
Yep.
So as far as risk, what do you think the biggest risk is for a buyer that they should be aware of?
Well, nobody knows what will Amazon do. They can, let's say, they can increase the commission rate like they did 2 years ago. So this is one of the risks. Also, so in this case, I would recommend to find some other sources of income. I think trying to use some other affiliate programs or actually pay ad networks like Medialine or Google AdSense. They can bring a lot of revenue, but I just don't like them. That's my personal opinion. I don't like these ads on my website, so that was my position. I didn't use them. Actually, I tried, but I got rid of them. So this is one of the opportunities. Another risk may be some Google update, of course, but this site provides all Google updates since 2013, so I think it's pretty well established and has a pretty well quality because none of the updates hit this website since then.
Yeah, it's great that the age of the domain is really strong and has a great history. So as far as work required on the business, could you kind of describe the amount of work you do and kind of some of the tasks that you do on a weekly basis?
Okay, so before, I think, 2018, I did almost everything I did myself, but except the content, because English is not my native language. I always ordered content on the Upwork, Odesk. It was before that. So the content writing is outsourced. And starting 2018, I hired actually not virtual, but real assistant who sits here in my office. So now she just published the content and helps me with the link building. She creates the accounts I need. She makes some activity on the forums or some platforms, few question and answers websites. So just to get some good but free backlinks. My part of work now is I always work on the keyword research. I cannot delegate this part because it's too important. So I work mostly on keyword research and give the recommendation. And then we have the template for content writers. And actually the workflow is the following. I just give some keyword ideas. The content writer writes the content. The assistant just publishes the content. And that's it.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a great structure where you're able to outsource some of those tasks. As far as skills or requirements for the new buyer, who maybe not familiar with this niche, what would you recommend for a new buyer who's looking to purchase your business?
In this niche, actually, if the buyer is a man, he will be familiar with this niche. But in case of management of the website, actually, this is a WordPress website. No specific skills required here. The new buyer or his virtual assistant all he needs to know is to publish content on the website using WordPress backend. And that's it. In case of backlink building, I think this is a bit more complex. So actually, the buyer should have someone who is familiar with proper white hat link building to continue building quality backlinks to this website.
Right. And so right now, are you spending the majority of your time creating the content or just building, links for the business?
For now, as I told, the past year, I worked mostly on the conversion rate optimization. So during I think, last 6 months, we were adding about 1 to maybe 2 articles per month to the website. So the content is not the primary right now. Also, in case of backlinks, so we focused only on the white hat background, so it was the outreach and Web 2.0 properties. So I spend my time mostly on the keyword research and manage my team. So we have 1 to 2 articles per month to publish, and I have some to-do list, which kind of links I'm asking my assistant to create, and that's it.
Yeah, it seems like it's you've structured it to be fairly passive, so that way a new buyer doesn't have to do a lot of work if they were to purchase it, and there's still a few opportunities for them to grow the business.
Actually, if new buyer want to keep the website on the same level, yes, it doesn't require a lot of work. But to grow this website, increase the income, to double it in a few months, I would recommend actually to add more content, especially add more supportive content on the website, because the most of ranking pages are review pages. I would recommend to add more how-tos or just other informational content, which will be a supportive content to the main pages. And these pages with supportive content, actually it's easier to get natural backlinks to informational content than to selling pages. This is what I would recommend to new buyer to grow.
Yeah, and are you willing to provide, any type of support for a new buyer?
Of course, I think after the migration process, I will be ready to answer all these questions during a month or so. Also, if some Skype calls will be required, I'm ready.
Great. And are you interested in committing to a non-compete?
Yeah, sure. Of course. Actually, as I told before, I created the website based on my passions. And back then, this was one of my passions. And now I have 3 kids and my passion is kids. So most of my new websites are in kids and parenting related niches. So I will not compete in this niche.
Right. Yeah. So your passion has definitely, changed a little bit over the years.
Yeah.
So as far as an earnout, is that something that you would be interested in discussing with the right buyer?
I think not this time. I need all the money right now to reinvest.
Okay.
Right now.
Awesome. And just to wrap this up, was there anything that I didn't ask that you wanted to discuss?
I think most potential buyers are interested in PBN, in private blog networks. As I mentioned in the description, I think, yes, I used a few PBNs, but not much. PBN links, I think 10 to 12 PBN links, and most of them are from my own PBN network. So these links are safe and I have full control of them. If a new owner of the website will ask to do anything with these links, I mean, change, remove, or anything, I am ready to do this.
Great. And so you're obviously happy to keep those active for the new buyer, though, right?
Yeah, of course. I use this blog network for my other projects, so nobody else listed there. I'm not selling links. This is my own kingdom.
Great, Michael. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that are kind of curious about the PBN. So that's great that you're able to discuss that and you have plans to keep those active for a new buyer.
Yep. There are those few PBNs, I think 5, which I used to buy. Yeah. I have the contact of the sellers. I think if new owner will want to get rid of that links, but if they are not bad. But if he will want to get rid of that links, I think I will be able to contact the owner of that website to remove them.
Great. Well, I appreciate all of your help in answering these questions, and it sounds like you have a really fantastic business here, Michael. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, bye.